Be who God made you to be. So with that said, who did God make me to be?
Who is this guy?
Yeah, my parents tell me that I was always a precocious child. If they had your picture and my picture together on some screen, we wouldn't look much different. I mean,
Hmm.
I cried over this picture of what I thought was a white baby with a full head of black hair. And I said, that is not me. That is a white baby. My childhood felt normal.
Right.
I think the outlier probably was my younger sister, who is about 7 years younger than me, and she has Rett syndrome, RETT syndrome, that
Hmm.
only girl children survive, and they get to about age 2 or 3 and start to regress.
Wow.
And having a handicapped sister in the household really was the beginning of shaping my ability to care for someone else, to my need to sharpening my need to pay attention. So my protective instinct is super high.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
so, but
yeah.
what that created then was a person who I can sit in a meeting and I know who's full of it. I know who I have to work on a little bit. I know who's telling the truth. And I've come to rely on it. And so it's almost unfair. I'm sitting there and in 30 seconds, I can usually read, 90% of the room. And if you say something and you move in your bodies, I can tell if all that matches. And so
And
that
that's because of the empathy that you sort of
well,
developed in
not only
dealing
the
with your
empathy, but
sister.
the actual doing. I mean, I was her caregiver. And so, but I think that experience really shaped who I would become as a man. So actually, my
Yeah,
first published writing is about her. But my
please
wife
do.
asked me to take the poem and turn it into a children's book that could bless
Hmm.
parents reading it and children. So that's what I did. So my very
Hmm.
first published book was called the book about my little sister called Shauna. I talk about, I believe, in to whom much is given, much is expected. And when I was younger, I thought the much was a specific thing. Your gift with business, my gift with running companies or artistic expression, somebody else's gift with music or children or what have you. And I say, but what I've learned is the gift is not a specific thing. God is doesn't work like that. The gift is life. And you woke up this morning. There are a lot of people that didn't wake up. And so the great gift is this chance to be better, to be a better
Hmm.
husband, father, human. And if you woke up, and so I said, anybody reading this, that's you. If you woke up this morning, you're on the hook, white or
Right,
black, Jew or Gentile, old or young, fully capable or with challenges. If you
right.
woke up, you are on the hook. And our job is to give back more than we've borrowed.
We have a tendency to think about, the great minds of history and sort of the great
Mhm.
man theory of human progress, but it's so much more than that. It's so much more down at the individual, fine-grained, small steps forward
Yeah.
basis. So let me bounce something else off of you. I have a friend who was a middle school principal for 40 years, and I went to his retirement, and he gave a little talk, and the theme of his talk was everybody wants to contribute. People want to make a difference.
Mhm.
People want to matter. And the
Mhm.
hard part is for the people around them and for themselves to really understand how they need to matter and how they want to matter and make it so.